Hi everyone, just getting on a minute early for our hashtag Motivation Monday today. And so, start off, of course, I'm Helene, CEO and founder of Hashtagitude, a digital marketing agency in Denver. Actually, right now, I'm not in Denver. I am actually at Beaver Creek through Wednesday, just spending some time with my family. But anyway, our digital marketing agency serves lifestyle businesses that are interested in building their communities authentically and through true connections and the old school thought of relationship building versus pure sales. So you'll probably see some skiers behind me as as this segment is going on, but try to not get too distracted. So we do focus on the community building aspect of marketing versus pure sales. And next month we're going to start having some more community events in Denver, which I'll talk about a little more later on. Okay, so today's topic is, of course, about spring cleaning your online presence. Today is, I think tomorrow is actually the official first day of spring, but on the calendar at least it says that today is first day of spring. So what better time to start thinking about cleaning your online presence? Of course, you're probably thinking about cleaning your physical surroundings right now. So, but I've come across quite a few abandoned social media profiles, blogs, etc. And then, disclaimer, I do have my own blog that I have not written in a while. So, I'm one of those people as well. But first, let's just start with social media and then we'll go down the list. So LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that you check your summary and your work experience and make sure that it's up to date. I've received quite a few notifications on LinkedIn about certain colleagues, acquaintances, friends that I know who have moved on from certain jobs, but they have not updated that since leaving their previous employment. So it's I get those notifications of being like, so-and-so has been at XYZ company for 4 years. I'm like, no, they haven't. They left that company like 2 years ago. So anyway, point being, make sure it's up to date. Update your summary, update your work experience. If you have stopped working at a certain place, make sure that you indicate that on your LinkedIn. Related to that, check what you also have on your Facebook profile in terms of work experience, especially if you do list your work experience on Facebook as well, and make sure that's also updated. Because some people will also look at where you're currently working or where you're currently living on Facebook, and they'll be like, I thought they lived in Denver, but they say they live in Nebraska. So, along those same lines, check both Facebook and LinkedIn to make sure that your work experience is up to date. Now, in terms of headshots or logos for your social media accounts, make sure that they're consistent. If you have the same profile picture for Facebook, that's also appropriate for LinkedIn and Twitter and whatnot. Use that all across the platform so that when people are searching for you and trying to friend you, follow your Twitter, etc., that they know that it's the same person. Because especially if you have a more common name, they might be like, well, I'm not sure if this is, XYZ person because their profile picture on this place is a little different on LinkedIn. So, do you need to update your headshot? If you need to update your headshot, let us know. We do have some headshot services. So, if you need a new one, or if you want to update your the picture that you cropped of your family vacation from 5 years ago, if you want to update that, just let us know. Also, in terms of your logos, if you went through a recent rebranding for your company and you need to update your logo on social media platforms, make sure that you do that as well, because it's important for people to know that they're reaching the same company across social media platforms. So in terms of your social media bios or the information on your profiles, are they up to date, consistent? Have you used certain social media accounts in the past month or two? Especially if you signed up for Twitter, you signed up for Instagram, or even if you signed up for Snapchat, just because everyone else was doing it, but you haven't used it in a few months, maybe you should consider deleting them or making them private to where people know that they're not going to follow you on that account or on that platform, I should say. So especially if you're a business. If you are a business or you own a business and you have not used your Twitter account in like 2 months, or you're just like cross-posting stuff to there, it might be safe to say that you can make that account private. You can change the bio of that account being like, please only follow us at Facebook and Instagram because we don't follow, we don't update this account. And definitely don't list that account on your website, because then when people go to your website and they see that you're not actually updating your Twitter or your Instagram and whatnot, they're going to be like, well, I don't know if I really care about this business that much. So make sure of that. So those first 3 points were more based on the social media aspect of your online presence. So definitely important to keep them up to date and keep them consistent. Just remember those 2 keywords. Now moving on to other aspects of your online presence. So your email inbox. We all probably have lots of newsletters that we've signed up for that we don't know how to unsubscribe from, or maybe we just don't really care to have them clog our inboxes anymore. So either unsubscribe from those newsletters that you don't want to be subscribed to anymore manually, or you can use unroll.me basically, to get, so Unroll.me is basically a service that you can get a daily digest of things that you've rolled up. So it'll create a whole separate folder in your inbox, especially on Gmail, if you use Gmail or Google Apps. Whole separate folder in your inbox or in your email account where all of those email subscriptions will be kept in. So it'll send you just one daily email of like, here's all that you missed in your Unroll.me or on your roll-up. So I'll put that in a link below later. It's free to use, and it definitely also helps you unsubscribe from newsletters that you didn't even remember subscribing to before, and somehow you ended up on a list, or maybe emails that you don't remember subscribing to because it's been so long and you haven't heard from those people. Along those same lines though, make sure that you're responding to emails in a timely manner within a couple of days if possible. And if you have too many email inboxes, which I know I'm guilty of that, perhaps consolidate what makes sense. So like if, for instance, I have 2 email addresses right now that are considered work emails, and for one of them I'm trying to phase out, but in the meantime I'm going to end up forwarding a lot of that email and to the work email address that I do currently use versus shutting it down completely. And eventually I will shut it down completely. So related to email inboxes, your mailing list, especially if you own a business or you're a freelancer. Do you currently have a mailing list? And if so, do you use it regularly? Check to see when your last email was sent on your email list, and if you need help with an email marketing strategy, let us know, because that's one of the things that we do offer in our services is, we offer email marketing management, or, if you just needed to figure out a strategy, we can also do some coaching with you as well. So if you need help figuring out like how frequently you should be posting to your email list, what things you should be sending to your email list versus social media, etc., we'll help you with that. And finally, with blogging, does your business or does your, personal website have a blog? And if so, when was your last blog post? Like I said earlier, I'm human, I'm not perfect. I haven't updated my own blog in probably 3 months now. Like, I think the last post I wrote, I think I might have written one for the end of 2016, but I might not have either. So, I know that I do need to get that updated. Just have had writer's block, I guess. But also, if you need blogging help or figuring out like what to write on your blog, especially if you're not sure of what the content matter that you should be posting about, let us know, and that's another thing we can help you with. So that's all the content I have for today's Motivation Monday. I think in April we'll probably change the hashtag to being Marketing Monday, because that makes a little more sense than motivation. I'm assuming that this is probably motivating you anyway, but anyway, next week's Motivation Monday topic is about how to have great customer service through social media. So in April, like I said, we'll probably change the name over to Marketing Monday because that makes a little more sense. There will also be a survey next Tuesday available to our to those of you who have been watching the Motivation Mondays, and we'll just basically get some feedback from you and see how you feel about the topics we've been covering, or what topics you would like to see us talk about more. And as promised, so we do have a lot of events coming up in Denver next month especially. So I should probably mention, okay, two of them were not organizing, but other people have organized. So one of them is actually a teleclass that I am speaking on, I think the first Monday of April. I believe it's a private teleclass, but maybe I'll get a copy of the recording later that I can share with everyone. So that's happening the first Monday of April. Then I'm presenting a collaborative workshop about personal branding and how to do that through social media at the Athena conference in Denver through the Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce. I can also drop the link for that below after that. In terms of the events that we are organizing, so there is the Marketing Success Happy Hours that we're starting at ModWorks at the end of April. The last Wednesdays of each month, so April will be the first one. I forgot to drop that link in last week's Motivation Monday, so I'll drop it below, definitely right after this. I'm finished with this broadcast. But we're also having so that's a paid event that we're organizing, but we're also organizing two monthly free events. So one of them is a walk and talk through Walk to Connect. It'll be on the third Tuesdays around lunchtime in downtown Denver. We'll be covering very basic social media and digital marketing topics during the walks, and at most they'll probably be about an hour long. I'm just trying to figure out how to write the description for that and when to submit it, but expect to see some more announcements about these free walk and talks happening in downtown Denver starting next month. We're also going to be starting a coffee and conversation segment on, I think, a Friday morning once a month, but I'm not sure yet when exactly and what will be happening. But we'll be providing coffee, perhaps bagels or donuts, and it'll probably be at ModWorks as well. I'm just not sure of the time of the day, or I'm not sure of when in the month I'll be doing it. So I'll drop a link below. Well, anyway, if you want to stay in touch to get the specifics of these events, make sure you subscribe to the mailing list, which I will drop the link below if you're interested in subscribing to the VIP list. So that's all I have for today. Hope everyone's enjoying the first day of spring, and I will see you all again next Monday. Bye.